What's up, guys? Welcome to Sports Talk 101. Today's video, we do some more college football preview prediction videos today. We are looking at ACC. I've done the Big Ten of the Ohio State, Michigan for the Big Ten. I've done the SEC, Tennessee, Texas, Georgia, Auburn of the SEC. Now look at the ACC. I am jumping on conference. I'm not sticking with. You may know some dropping around teams. I'm doing many teams I can. In the past, I grew conference by conference. Because of the conference expansion and college football expanding, there's no way I can get to all conference teams. So this why I'm gonna set a new system. So bounce around, get whatever I can get out. So bear with me. I'm gonna do my best to get as many as I can. And until August, I think maybe August. I think week 0 starts. Let's see here. 0, yeah. Well, end of August, I think we'll see this also. I'm gonna get much right before the week 0, so it'll be a week before week 0, so that we can have time to prepare for the season starts. So let's get started. We'll look at Miami. They're over under heading to 2025. Coach DraftKings is over under 9.5. Depending where you look at, it's gonna be 9.5 for the FanDuel, but MGM. Miami had a great season last year. They finished the season 10-3, 62 ACC. Great season, undefeated all the way up to the Georgia Tech game. Losses to Georgia Tech. So there's maybe unacceptable losses. Could go undefeated, but ended up losing to Iowa State in the postseason game. Sure won the ACC championship. Could have been in the playoff, but they had a good run last year. A really good team. Under what's his name, Mario Cristobal, really great recruiter. Speaking of recruiting, he's done okay. We'll close this. That's not sponsored by Nation Body. 13 overall in the transfer portal, 3 in the transfer portal, 13 overall in the recruiting wise. How again, don't follow recruiting as much as it should be, but in depthly, let's just say. But he got a good job, pretty good recruiting class so far. Okay, this class, some 4 stars, some 3 stars, 1 5-star there. Go Bryce Fitzgerald. Then transfer portal pick up nicely. They went with Mohamed Tour, linebacker out of Rutgers. Keontae Scott, corner from Houston. Jamal Brown, running back from North Dakota State. Jacob Thomas, safety from Tennessee. Tony Johnson, the wide receiver from Cincinnati. Killian Marion, wide receiver from BYU. Bud Auburn, the kicker from Texas. Kamak Boner, a linebacker from NC State. Carson Beck, the quarterback out of Georgia. Xavier Lucas, corner from Wisconsin. Jack Nickel, the tight end from UAB. Ethan O'Connor, corner from Washington State. Alex Bauman, tight end from Tulane. James Brockmeyer, offensive lineman from TCU. Emil Curley, corner from Arizona. David Blay Jr., defensive lineman from Louisiana Tech. Charles Brantley, the corner from Michigan State. Zachariah Polster, the safety from Jackson State. Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State, sorry. And then G.J. Daniels, the wide receiver from LSU. Alright, 2025. Click here, 2025. We'll click here, we'll click more tools. Alright, here we go. We're going to go game by game. We'll give you a winner and a loser. Here we go. Oh, right, that's what I want. Great, this ad will cover game 2. This is what I hate about this. Sometimes these ads pops in and sometimes it can be annoying. More tools, screenshot again, and there we go. Click this. Away. I hate this. I hate doing this because I don't mind doing recording, but it's so annoying sometimes. This ads and pop up and I have to redo everything. What if they set? No, I want it differently. I want it. Hold on. So I know what I'm doing. It's there you go. Well, alright, so they're gonna start the season, and I don't know why this is gonna be like this, but it would be. Alright, let's go just do this way. Go the fashion way. They start the season against Notre Dame. Home against Notre Dame. Home against Buden Cookman. Home against UCF. So it's three games of the season, non-con right there. Then you get some more non-con games. You got Florida there. So 3 of your first 4 games are going to be non-con. Then you get some conference games. You get bye week before your first conference game, which is at Florida. They say then you come off your bye week. You got the rest of the schedule, all conference games. Home against Louisville, home against Stanford, on the road against SMU, home against Syracuse, home against NC State for the season, on the road, and back-to-back road games against Virginia Tech against Pittsburgh. I'm going to tell you, great season. Look, Miami is a big game for Miami versus Notre Dame. This will be a big game for Miami. A must-win situation. I like Notre Dame this game. I think Notre Dame's going to have you. As it has your number right now. Remember, the over-under is 9.5. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm taking 9.5. I'm taking the over. I think this is a 10-win team. I think it's an 11-plus win. But I look at the schedule. This is a decent size schedule. I think you make a playoff. I think Miami is going to make a playoff for the loss. I think you go home, you go 3-0. And I think you beat before that. You'll beat UCF. You'll beat Bhutan. They have bye week. Yeah, bye week. 4 games. Great. Bye week. Come on, bye week. Yeah, at Florida State. I think you win this one. Not a great team last year. Not a great team last year. They won't be great this year. Coming second bye week. Great. Then you get a long stretch of games with 2 road games, 3 road games, and 3 home games. How you favor these games? I think you got Louisville. I think you beat Louisville. Look, I'm high on Jeff Baum and Louisville last year. They were a good team. Don't get me wrong. This Louisville team, can they win the ACC? Absolutely. They're like the 3rd best team in the SEC behind Miami and Clemson. The 4th best team, obviously, I was a little high on was Virginia Tech, and they disappointed me last year. So, and Syracuse, another team that's also up there as well. Stanford, I'm going to beat Stanford. SMU is really good. The new team to the ACC last year. Really good job. I'm going to tell you right now, SMU is a dangerous team. And remember that this is a really good team. I think Miami, you're going to go on the road and get the win against SMU. I just think you'll beat SMU. Okay? Look, could you lose this game? Absolutely. I'm going to give you the loss here. I'm going to give you the loss here. I think you go on the road. Right after the. I think you go on the road and lose to. I'm going to give you the loss. Look, I like SMU. They're a really good team. Could Miami go on the road beat SMU? Absolutely. I'm not telling you to take a loss there. But the good news is, Miami, I'm going to give you the win. Coming off, you beat NC State, you beat Syracuse. They got 2 games. You beat Pitt. Now, Virginia Tech, a little higher than them last year. Still higher than them. I think you'll beat them back to road games. That's 10-2 right there. Similar record I think you finished last year. 10-2. I think this is a 10-2, 11. Look, could you win against SMU? Go 11-1? Absolutely. Absolutely. Could you go 12-0? I mean, you got to do that. You got to beat SMU, sure. But you got to beat Notre Dame at home. A neutral site game, take a lead, not a home game, but we'll call it a home game. And you play in an NFL stadium. Yeah, it's possible. The losses I'm seeing right now are Notre Dame and SMU. Possibly Louisville. And if this, always a game where they trip up, maybe the Virginia Tech game goes on the road because sometimes it's a tough place to play. Maybe you trip up, maybe at Florida, but I'll expect that because 2 bye weeks before that game. Maybe you trip up between Stanford game, right between 2 really good teams, Louisville and SMU. That game may be, trip up game. They're coming up from a big win against Louisville. Maybe that's a big, I don't know. Maybe that's a trap game for them, for the Hurricanes. I don't really see a trap game. Maybe it's the Stanford game. Maybe it's the Virginia Tech game. But this is what I see right now out of Miami wins against Bhutan, UCF, Florida State, Louisville, Stanford, Syracuse, NC State, Pitt, and Virginia Tech losses to SMU and Notre Dame. Seems a very good record for the Miami Hurricanes heading to 2025 on Mario Creswell. Like and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. I am Sports Like 1. See you in the next video. Peace.